Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und hallo zu einem weiteren Let's Play Fake Grand Order. Ich bin es immer Fixer. Wir sind in Heiyan-kyo und haben beim letzten Mal die gute Station getroffen. Diese werte Dame hat uns hier nämlich aufgenommen. Wir haben hier leider jetzt ansehen müssen, dass immer hier mehr Monster in der Umgebung sind, was jetzt nicht so gut ist. Aber davon lassen wir uns natürlich nicht unterkriegen. Machen wir hier so. Und wir stimmen hier weiter, in der Hoffnung, dass wir hier mal einen kleinen Punkt finden. Ach, okay, gleich der nächste Fight, wo wir uns zurückziehen können. Denn wir wollen ja hier noch Mechi und Kotaro, die irgendwo hier sich befinden, aufsuchen. Und jetzt hoffen wir einfach mal, dass wir mit der werten Say diese finden können. Läuft aktuell nicht so gut, aber Leute, wird schon werden. Also, machen wir erstmal hier. Oh, das ist ein Animationsupdate. Hier muss man Tesla spielen. Der Dude ist so cool. Oh, das ist einfach. Oh, Leute, Mann. Der wird beim nächsten Event, wenn ich dann noch den restlichen Datz habe, wird er gemaxt, Mann. Der Typ ist so cool. Holy moly. Oh, Leute, Mann. Was für eine Beamer. Ja, zu krass einfach, Mann. Und das machen wir natürlich wieder. Auf goldene Art, liebe Leute. Goldensburg! Oh, die sind Damage, Mann. Ah, schade, ich hätte noch gerne Side Brave Shake gesehen. Aber Leute, Teslas Animation ist halt einfach Update. So krass, Mann. Und er schwebt, Mann, liebe Leute. Er schwebt, liebe Leute. Oh, wieso kann ich Black Grease, Mann? Was wollt ihr alle mit Black Grease? Den Schmutz könnt ihr behalten, Mann. Ich brauche diese Flaming Hearts. Ich brauche nicht die 5 noch, damit ich einen zweiten Skill von, Ding leveln kann von Ibuki. Und dritten will ich gar nicht, an den will ich gar nicht denken. Yeah, that's the last of them. Nice job. Thank you, you too. Anyone hurt? No? Great. This kind of battle don't bother me at all, but... Is there something else that's bothering you? Well, it's just... Seine Mami vermisst ihn. I'm a little unsure what to do. Tja, davon gelaufen und nun irgendwie auf sich gestellt. Versteht man, dass er ein bisschen Problem gibt. Okay, we're here. What's this place? Have you heard of the Tale of Genji? It's all arranged in Kyo right now. Tale of Genji? Oh, okay. Es ist klar, wer als nächstes kommt. Murasaki. Well, it's far as Murasaki Chiki lives here. Wer hätte es gedacht, liebe Leute? Oh ja, she's from this time too, isn't she? Eigentlich ist halb FGO aus dieser Zeit, oder? Is like Murasaki friends of you, Lady Kyuki? Nah, I've never met her. Ja, und? But I bet anything she's like the graceful noblewoman. So I'm sure she's the type of girl who'd never abandon anybody in trouble. Come on, just gotta be too old to call the girl right now. Say? Oh! Anyway, the point is, we're right at Murasaki Shikibi's house. She's a lady in waiting for Empress Shishio, so when she's not writing stories, she works in place. I don't know if I'd feel right asking someone we've never met before to put us up for a night. In that case, just tell her that Kusano Iris sends her regards. I'm pretty sure, no, I'm positive she'll know what it means. Alright, my house is over there, so this is where we part. See you guys in some other time. Bye. Okay, thanks for the help. Oh, wait. We just ran into some monsters not too long ago. Is it not dangerous to traveling for a road might with only a bare minimum of attendance? Not necessarily. Noble carriers like that always have several Shikigami with them. They might not be able to handle Tsuchigami. Are thus kept out by the bar on the field, the Omnibureau set up around the main roads anyway. The garage Shikigami can handle a smaller monster. They come around no problem. Wow, I didn't know Heian security was so fruitful. Personally, just as soon as I have depend on Umuji for help. But times being what they are, I can't afford to be picky. Shikigami. Then why did you and Master defeat this monster we forgot it earlier? Well... I thought I was just giving Kyoko a shove to thank for help. Own it. And I try to enjoy it, but that doesn't mean you should take too many risks out there, okay? Cause if there's one thing I hate, people dying young from little mischiefs that got out their hand. Alright, I'm really going now. Good night! Okay, let's go. I'll play Mozaki here to put us up. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I just don't understand what it's all about. For starters, who in the world is this Kyoko person you mentioned? I recognize you as Lord Sakatakidoki of the Genji family, of course. I've seen you around the Lord Michinaga's mansion a number of times. That's me, and I thought we were meeting each other for the first time. Sorry for not recognizing you from the Minister of the Left Place. Oh, no, that's quite right. I mean, what is this brings you to this house as the hour of the night, Lord Kintoki? Did I make a terrible mistake at the palace or something? In retrospect, we probably should have expected she's respond like that. Ja, so ist sie nämlich. Ah, great Lord Maxi. Do forgive us for treating us so late. Don't worry, Lady Murasaki. You didn't do anything wrong. I only use that name when I'm writing, so... Please, call me just Kaoruko. Okay, got it. Anyway, don't worry, I know Brother Tsuna likes to play at being an officer, but it ain't my thing. We ain't here to bring you under for wrongdoing at all. Actually, we can't need your help. Huh? Come to think of it, Lord Watanabe no Tsuna did appear to be just like a police officer. And yet, as a former record show, there's no mention of him actually serving as such. Ah, really? Oh, so that's how things are in the future. You don't have exact records of anything and everything, yeah? See, Tsuna, not actually a typical proper officer. When he was first ordered to protect the city, he said it was only right for him to learn how to be an officer. He went to the bureau of his own and asked them to make him one. Ah, das hat er geglaubt, liebe Leute. He's nothing if not responsible, that's for sure. Huh? Records? Not Tsuna? Kaoruko? Yes. Kusa no Iri said to give her your regards. Kusa no Iri? Kusa no Iri? That must mean... I see. Lady Seishungen sent her that message, did she? Even though I've never met her in the palace, or even as much as spoken to her. I see. Well, I suppose it would be rude to me to let guests at such a cold night. Alright, I have no room up for you. Well, 2 rooms, since you have a woman accompanying you. Oh, that's quite alright. Please, pay me no mind. It is my duty to keep Master safe first and foremost after all. So I would ask that you let us all share the room, if that's alright. You're fine with that, right, Kentucky? Oh, jetzt heißt es wieder, oh. Huh? Yeah, I guess so. That's probably best for given the circumstances. I see, very well. I convey your wishes to the servants. Are you truly certain about this? We are. Please pay it no mind. I see. Very well then. You're very open-minded, aren't you? And free-spirited, judging from your manner of dress. Oh. Jetzt, die hat schon wieder eine schöne Vorstellung von uns hier. Ja, also got to finally take a lot off. I have to make this up to Kyoki-sama and Lady Kokoro, of course. Master, let me see. We have been fighting a great deal of monsters the moment we reshaped it here, so please, get some rest. I will focus on doing the same. You better. I don't want to pushing yourself anymore until you've recovered. You're too kind, Master. Rest assured, I will be back peak condition by tomorrow morning. And most importantly, I can finally begin following our original itinerary. Wow, someone's even late for Shitino for us. That's very considerate. Titane? That's a kind of meds for sleeping, correct? And they gave us hot water. That is a real nice change of pace after several days spent camping out. Plus, if we stayed out there, it'd be probably a matter of time till Raiko found me and gave a good scalding. I can almost see her telling me you're no longer on the mountain where you grew up, Kentucky. Makes me nervous just about thinking. So you really don't want to see Raiko, Kentucky? Get Raiko to help us, huh? True, Raiko's definitely be willing to believe the crazy stuff you told me. She's a lot more open-minded than most warriors, that's for sure. Mother now's not a good time. Yeah, see, suppose Raiko hasn't been herself lately. She's been holding up and out since the Imperial Holy Grail was started. And she didn't even come out when she heard that both Brarusi and Uncle Ruba had been injured. I don't know if she just broken up about the idea of fellow Genji fighting among themselves or if she's the one of the masters too. Senpai? Master. Ah! What a... Oh, that's Ghost? No, wait. That ain't it. Huh, I think I've seen that kind of somewhere before. That's kind of a sorcery or music spell of yours. You mean someone developed a method of video transmission even in the hair project? But never mind that now. Master, in accordance with our original plan, I've activated my full functionality. And I've just succeeded to establishing contact with Novum Chaldea. Way to go, Danzo! You're too kind, Master. Novum Chaldea, so must be the place way off beyond tomorrow's tomorrow. Damn, this is really something. Good, the video connection is holding steady, too. I can see Danzo. Oh, is that... the Sakata Kituki of Heian period? Thank goodness you're both okay, and I see you already managed to secure help from one of the locals. Does this mean you weren't able to reshift then? Ooh. I'm afraid so. That's correct, Master. Did something interfere with reshift? We believe so, and Lady Sion's calculations say that's the most likely explanation as well. Both Lady Mesha and I were unable to reshift here, and instead we are left behind here in Novum Chaldea. We quickly tried to reshift again, of course, but it failed the same way. It appears to be an advanced jamming method that bypassed every anti-interference safeguard we're still in place. We're looking at our way around it, but still have yet to come up with anything. I'm so sorry, Master. It's nothing you guys need to apologize for. I'm glad to see you're safe, but the situation isn't great. The reason you and Kato were the only two reshifted successfully is that whoever is interfering with to consider you two special cases. In other words, you're basically welcome guests. I see. So no one besides welcome us here. But who could be the one inviting us? I'm sorry. That was foolish of me. This has Limbo written all over it. Yes, I agree. That is almost certainly the case. Sorry to butt in, but there's a lot of things I'm not getting here. And one thing I want to make sure of is that the companions you guys fought you came here with are back at the Chaldea place, yeah? That's right. Got it, that's great news. This means that we don't have to run around searching cure for them. Right? Da sieht das ein wenig zu entspannt. Yes, that's true. I feel as though be saving some time think different ways. But yes, this does mean we achieved one of our goals, though without acting. Naja, auf der anderen Seite heißt es, uns fehlt ein bisschen Unterstützung. Actually, make that too, since we also managed to find a local willing to help us, and that just leaves investigating and repairing this singularity. Easier said than done. Right. That puts us in much better spot now than we were right after our reshift. Indeed it does. Now we can finally begin our operation in earnest. There you go, that's the spirit. Ah, Master! Oh, so hey, you're a tiny pretty one. What's your deal? You're not just an ordinary kid, right? I'm sensing something powerful from you. You're an Omni or a sage? Maybe a kind of Tengu? Not that I know if they even got those in your time. Was the tiny part really necessary? Oh, well, I can roll with it. I can deny that I look pretty young in this form. Anyway, I'm Leonardo Vinci, friend of Maxis and Emperor Genius. Sir, former, you're a honest goddess prodigy, huh? That's real impressive. I'm Saka Kentucky, Genji Warrior. Nice to meet you. Ist jetzt eigentlich die Frage, ob der andere Kentucky dann auch mit uns reden kann hier. And I'm Sherloch Holmes. It's a pleasure, Sakata Kentucky. Oh. Looks like we've got another new guy here. And there's something about this one that reminds me of Lord Semi. Man, Chaldea must be a hell of a place. Es ist zumindest interessant. Alright, here's the situation as we understand. We believe that both Maxi and Kato were explicitly invited to the city of Heiyan-kyo in the year 2008. 1008, Entschuldigung. Invited by whom, you may ask? Limbo, naturally. Das sollte außer Frage stehen. While it was unfortunate surprise to learn that Mash and Kirlight and Fumakotaro were unable to accompany you on your shift, everything else has unfolded just as we predicted. Limbo has gone out of his way to create a new singularity, a black mark on human history. His targets are almost certainly you, Maxi, for having an obstruction to his plans so many times, and Kato Danzo, with whom he has history of sorts. I doubt this plan he has to achieve final victory. Rather, Scott is simply be toying with you on his home ground, nothing more. Now that he has cut off from you any aid and seems focused on boxing, you're both on all sides. He has clearly forgone any pretense of strategy in favor of indulgences proclivities. Full and stepped in death and pain they are. And that is all there is to say. I suspected it may have someone helping him before you two ray-shifted here. But I'm at this stage absolutely certain no such collaborator exists. Limbo is the one behind this, and he's actually entirely on his own. Are you still not quite recovered, Holmes? I may not be back at 100% just yet, but for something that obvious, I assure you I'm more than equal to the task. I mean, it doesn't get more obvious than the bad guy outright signing the work. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to see a bunch of letters in the logs for Mesh and Kotaro failed ray shift. Letters? That's right, the letters. Man, Doman. Buffer! Very subtle, Doman. So, what, this guy put his name in some kind of message? Indeed, this is a clear Doman telling us he's the one behind all this. I'm just supposed to be some kind of jerk, it ain't funny. So basically whoever this guy is, Limbo Asya Doman, or whoever is outright daring you guys to come after him. This guy's gotta be a real piece of work to straight up sign his name like that. Indeed. That said, I still don't understand of Limbo's call to seek revenge on us. Then what is the point of the Imperial Holy Grail War ritual? An Imperial Holy Grail War. I have not heard that term before. Tell us everything you know. Leider nicht allzu viel. Really? So, the only servants being summoned are casters? That certainly is a decision. It sounds like he's taken the whole Holy Grail War concept of summoning heroic spirits and downset it or something. But if he'd like that, then the Holy Grail capacity for granting wishes couldn't be possibly be omnipotent. No, it certainly couldn't, which means the part about the winner having a wish granted must be a lie. In which case, what if the Holy Grail were restricted to a single function only? I think that could work. The idea of using heroic spirit cells as an incredible source of magic energy has been around since long time before the Holy Grails were even a thing. If you just wanted to use them as a power source for a single goal, it wouldn't matter how unbalanced that source ended up being. I think, yeah, it could definitely work. Well, if our resident Universal says it would work, I, for one, am inclined to believe her. Then if we assume that this Imperial Holy Grail War is designed with a single purpose in mind, the next question to ask would naturally be, what is the purpose? Personally, I suspected it to transform the very world itself. Did you mean as in change the world in whatever way the wisher desires? Is there a particular reason you think so? Naturally. I think back in the events of Shimoza. A great ritual was held there that involved the deaths of countless human souls and several heroic spirits. And as a result, Shimoza became a pseudo-parallel world of sorts, a pseudo-Lostbelt, if you will. Omyudi, das Dämonenfest oder so. That's according to a record. Shimoza on Riedo Castle, genau, was functioning equivalent to a Lostbelt Tree of Emptiness. You could even call it a pseudo Tree of Emptiness. So, maybe Limbo's planning to use the Imperial Holy Grail as means to create something similar. So he can make Heiyan-kyo into a Lostbelt? But why would he want to do that? Perhaps he wishes to have a foreign god manifest in the Heian period. Could that be? But the foreign gods already manifested. Plant an eigenes Spiel, precisely. Now that the foreign god has manifested in Olympus, they should have no further need of a vessel. Unless perhaps as a spare? No, I cannot see any way a transcendent being of that magnitude would require anything like a spare. And let's not forget, with nothing but the caster souls in the mix, the result not exactly gonna be balanced. Like I said before, it's not easy a feat to keep a magic energy source for a massive spell stable. Even if the ritual is designed for just a single purpose, any imbalance in the rogue spirit source used to power it could still cause a whole spell to implode. There must be some trick we are not seeing. Unless maybe the whole thing's just some kind of twisted prank. Was mich nicht wundern würde, huh? Oh, crap. You're losing our connection. Senpai! Perhaps Limbus finally noticed your concerns. Our connection. Or perhaps he wants to cut us before we realize something we'd rather do not. No. Regardless, Maxi, it is absolutely imperative that you stop this ritual from being completed. If every heroic spirit materialized, there is cult. The Heiyan-kyo would be subject to a new pseudo-tree of emptiness, just like what happened in Shimosa. And that would result in two current and existing threats of proper human history, a singularity and a Lostbelt all in one. That's just a possibility for now, not a certainty. But either way, you watch your back out there. We can continue trying to establish contact until we get through again. So, please, keep your comm line open. I'm gonna finish this and make it back safe. I promise. Senpai! Oh, da stimmt's hier. Oh my! It seems I got a bit carried away. Really, Chaldeans, you could at least try to secure your communications a little. As it is now, it only took a flick of my fingers to sever them entirely. Oh well, in any case, I think the detective explained quite enough of my plan. We do need to save some surprise for later after all. Now then. Master of Chaldea, my beautiful marionette. From this point onward, we'll be engaged in a contest of pure strength. Come and let us compete to see which of us can slaughter the most innocents. Laute crazy Lache kann ich nicht so gut, da tut die Stimme dann auch weh. Okay, liebe Leute, Limbo spielt ja seine Spielchen mit uns. Wie eh und je. Und wir laufen nur weiter in seine Falle. Aber so oder so, liebe Leute, uns hält es natürlich nicht auf, weiterzumachen, denn wir werden hier weitermachen. Und beim nächsten Mal, tagsüber schon mal, das ist doch mal schön, werden wir dann schauen, sagen wir nochmal, Leute, zack, so viele schöne Leyline-Crystals, die alle irgendwann mal ablaufen, ich nicht nutzen werde. So, aber nur gut, liebe Leute, wir machen jetzt hier einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht es dann hier weiter mit Heiyan-kyo. Bis zum nächsten Mal, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und ciao.